The number one way to get people to come to your event, the number one way, you guys ready? Is give it away for free as a bonus when people buy something else. I believe that coaching is the most powerful force for change on earth. I believe that you are infinitely powerful. I believe that success is inevitable. I believe we have all the time in the world.
What is the lead time for marketing for your event? And should you have a fee to hold the seat like you did at all events, even though we're not known like you? And if enough people don't sign up, do you cancel and reschedule?
Who likes these questions? Who wants to know the answers? Okay, great questions. The lead time varies dramatically from many of our events. And you know what sucks is, this is one of the crappy things about marketing, okay? A lot of times people hate marketing and you think it's hype and overpromise and all that stuff, and I get that. And I feel that way about, reading marketing sometimes too, but sometimes there's just no way to put words around how amazing something's gonna be, You just do your best. You do your best, but most people, people who didn't make it here, they didn't realize. And I wish I could have even marketed even better, Like all the people who aren't here, I want to cry for. Because this is pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
Pretty valuable, yeah? So I don't know there's a hard and fast rule, but I would say give yourself at least 2 months. At least 2 months of promoting to get, leading up to the event. And if you did more, that's okay too. And then if people don't come, do your best to negotiate as good of a deal as you can. Hotels very rarely, it depends on what town you're in. Actually, somebody here was saying they were going to do a live event in their town. It was like, they could just cancel it. And it was like, oh yeah, no problem. The place was like, no biggie, that's fine. That's extremely unusual. So so you want to just, be as conservative in your estimates as you possibly can. We were worried for a while that we might not fill our room block, and then all of a sudden it was like everybody started registering. People, here's the biggest thing. You want a reason why we had our special offer for that break only last night? Because people procrastinate. People wait and then sometimes forget. Right? Some people might have already. I don't know if anybody already went for the 100 book offer. Some people are like, I can get Coaching Business Empire instead of $5,000 or $10,000. I can get it for just $1,997. And but I don't have to do it now. I'll wait. I'll get it later. Big money business coach. Instead of $10,000, they can get it for you know what I mean? Like, it's easy. There's no sense of urgency. When you create that sense of urgency, people go for it. So people wait. People wait to book their hotel until the last minute. Deadlines drive sales. Events drive sales. And there are other events besides just, and I don't mean live events, like making an event, creating an event of some sort drives sales. Opening registration, that's an event, that drives sales. Closing registration is the number one sales driving event. Closing sales. This is it. Close. Bam. And unfortunately on our offer last night, I didn't do like a hard, it's closed. This is your last chance if you're thinking about it. There wasn't any of that. So it was really the open, but there was a short window. Anyway, same thing for, getting people to register for events, having a cart close, maybe have a reopen and a close, but events get people to register. And then, a lot of people paid for this event specifically, but actually the number one way to get people to come to your event, the number one way, you guys ready? Is give it away for free as a bonus when people buy something else. The same amount of energy and promotional power it takes to sell an info product, an online training program of some sort, it takes the same amount of energy to promote an info product as it does to promote a live event. And if you do the exact same promotion to the exact same amount of people, more people will buy an info product than will buy a live event. Because you can decide, I want that training, I get it right now, With the info product, I can just make the decision. I don't have to look at my schedule. I don't have to talk to my husband. I don't have to ask to get time off work. I can just decide I'm going to go to that. I can just decide I'm going to get that. Whereas a live event, it's like, it's tougher to get people to just right on the spot go for something. At a live event, if I was doing a teleclass, it's much better to sell a program on the teleclass and give people the live event as a bonus. So that's the best way to fill your event. Or just give away free tickets, and you could still do a seat saver. There are some people in the industry that I know that just like free tickets to everybody, whether they bought anything or not, like free tickets. And, they have some success with that. I have never been one to do that. I've never just been like, hey, free tickets for everybody, Everybody has to invest. Or you can, if you're lucky, then you may have come as a guest of somebody who's made a significant investment. So, but everybody invests before they come to my event. I don't just hand out free tickets willy-nilly to all sorts of people. Now, again, that's my philosophy. Other people would say, dude, just the more butts you can get in the seats, it's a numbers game, just get people there, and you make money on the back end. And there's nothing wrong with that either. Totally nothing wrong with that. It's just not the way I do it. And so there are 3 questions. Did I get all 3?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let's give it up for Debbie. Imagine what it would be like to hold your own virtual event that's helping lots of people while also filling your programs.
The first 4 music artists, and I made $241,000 from that event. And then I also felt called to do a speaker training. So that was my first speaker event, and I made over $200,000 from that.
I had over $750,000 event, which is what?
The calls and the events and the programs and everything taught me okay, do this, do that, offer that. And I started modeling my business in a lot of ways after what I saw Christian do and created my own live events. I'd never done that, primarily out of fear. The fear that no one would come, and just healing that fear and being able to put myself out there and offer it, and sure enough, people did come.
We actually did a live event. There were 300 people there, brought in $600,000.
Like leading virtual live events is the biggest key to being able to make the biggest impact and crazy amounts of money all at the same time. I get to live on the beach. I work part-time. This is where I work. This is my lighting setup. Gain the confidence and the certainty to know exactly what to do to create a great event, to lead a great event, to fill a great event, and to make great offers that are a big success, a big hit at your events. I would love to work with you to create your own virtual live event.